The world is full of unique and unusual people, but there are some people who amaze us with their extraordinary characteristics. Like, have you ever heard of an armless person who shoots arrows with deadly precision? Or a woman who looks and lives like real-life Barbie? Well, it's not a fantasy film. It's real. And today, you'll see exactly that. So stay tuned, and let's start off this list with number 15, the X-ray girl. Let's talk about someone who can supposedly see more than meets the eye, literally. Natasha Demkina from Russia claims she can see inside the human body with her bare eyes, not metaphorically. She says she can spot internal organs, broken bones, and even diagnose illnesses just by looking at someone. This X-ray vision started in her teens, and people didn't know what to make of it. Some were amazed. Others didn't buy it. But Natasha didn't back down. She agreed to tests, appeared on TV, and let researchers try to debunk her. The results were all over the place. Some people swore she was right, others weren't convinced. But one thing's for sure, she got the world's attention. Scientists offered theories, critics cried hoax, and yet Natasha continued doing what she believed was real. Whether it's a rare gift or something we don't fully understand yet, Natasha Demkina's story keeps raising eyebrows and questions. Number 14, David Philip Vetter. David, aka the Bubble Boy, was born on September 21st of 1971 in Texas. Seconds after his birth, he was sealed inside a sterile plastic chamber to protect him from germs. David was born with severe combined immunodeficiency, or SCID, a rare genetic disorder that left him with no functioning immune system. For 12 years, he lived inside a medical isolator, first at Texas Children's Hospital, then later at home. Every item, food, diapers, toys, had to be sterilized before entering. Despite the isolation, his family and doctors worked tirelessly to create a childhood within limits. Homeschooling, games, holidays, and even a special Halloween costume with gloves attached to the chamber. In 1974, NASA engineers built a mobile isolation suit that let him briefly step outside his bubble. In 1983, David received a bone marrow transplant from his sister, unknowingly carrying the Epstein-Barr virus, which caused lymphoma. He died 4 months later. His short life revolutionized SCID research and inspired life-saving treatments. Number 13, Ultramarathon Man. Now we're heading to the US to meet a guy who redefined what endurance even means. Dean Karnazes, also called the Ultramarathon Man, isn't just a runner, he's on another level. And we mean like extreme. His most famous feat is running 50 marathons in 50 states in 50 straight days. Well, that's more than 26 miles every single day for nearly 2 months. He did that without any rest or breaks. He just run, eat, sleep, and repeat. So what drives someone to push like that? Well, for Dean, it's not about medals or records. It's about chasing the full potential of the human spirit. He's run through Death Valley's brutal heat, finished a marathon at the South Pole, and even run to the Mount Everest base camp. His story isn't just physical, it's about mindset, grit, and unlocking something most of us never even try to reach. Dean proved that the body follows where the mind leads, and he is not strange, but the smartest guy in the entire world. Number 12, Rose Guile. Rose Guile redefined beauty in a world obsessed with appearances. She was diagnosed with polycystic ovary syndrome, which is a hormonal condition that triggers excess hair growth. She began shaving daily at 13 to hide it. For years, she tried everything, like plucking, waxing, and costly laser treatments, only to face disappointment. Society's beauty standards made her feel unworthy, constantly forcing her to conceal her face. Eventually, Rose made a decision that changed her life. She stopped hiding. She let her beard grow freely and faced the world as she truly was. What began as a bold act of defiance became a symbol of confidence. The more she embraced her natural self, the stronger she felt. Thousands online began following her journey, calling her an icon of self-acceptance. Today, she proudly models and advocates for pure authenticity, reminding everyone that beauty isn't about fitting in, it's about owning who you are completely. Rose Guile didn't just grow a man-like beard, she grew unstoppable confidence. Number 11. Dallas Wiens. Dallas was painting a church in Fort Worth in 2008 when his lift accidentally touched a power line. The shock tore through his body, destroying his face and leaving him completely blind. Doctors doubted he'd live through the burns that erased his eyelids, lips, nose, and ears. For months, he endured dozens of surgeries just to survive. In 2011, surgeons at Brigham and Women's Hospital performed a full-face transplant on him, one of the first ever done in the United States. The 15-hour operation rebuilt everything from his forehead to his neck. Though his sight never returned, Dallas regained the ability to smile, eat, and even smell again. When his young daughter finally saw him, she told him he looked handsome, and that single moment redefined recovery. Today, he speaks about resilience and organ donation, proving that survival is just the beginning. Dallas Wiens' story isn't about loss. It's about rediscovering life, piece by piece. Number 10. The Electric Man. Now here's someone who doesn't flinch around danger. Meet Slavica Pikic, aka Biba the Electric Man. This guy from Serbia has a wild ability. He can handle high-voltage electric shocks without flinching. Sounds fake, but it's very real. His story began when he accidentally grabbed a live wire as a teen, and nothing happened. There is no burn or jolt. He just feel a tingling sensation. Since then, he's pushed the limit further. Biba can light up bulbs with his bare hands, cook sausages using just the electricity passing through him, and even ignite alcohol-soaked cotton without a flame. Scientists who've studied him think his skin lacks sweat glands, making him resistant to electric current. But that doesn't fully explain everything. He's been tested multiple times, and still, no one can quite figure him out. Whether it's science, genetics, or something else, Biba's ability has earned him a spot among the strangest humans ever seen. Number 9. Rizal Calago. Rizal was not like this. He was once a cheerful, confident teenager from Cotabato, Philippines. Loved for her personality and charm, she even joined small pageants and dreamed of a bright future. But at 14, her life took an unexpected turn. What began as mild itching turned into something far worse. Within 2 years, her skin began aging rapidly. Her face wrinkled, her body weakened, and by 16, she appeared decades older. Doctors suspect she suffers from Werner syndrome, a rare, incurable disorder that causes premature aging. Soon, daily pain and exhaustion became her reality. Walking was difficult. Once admired on stage, she began wearing masks and long sleeves, avoiding mirrors and crowds. Strangers stared. Some even mocked her. Yet Rizal never gave up. She completed high school, celebrated her 18th birthday surrounded by loved ones, and still hopes to attend college. Her story proves that true strength isn't about appearance. It's about holding on when everything you know fades away. Number 8. Mr. Eats All. Michel Lotito, famously called Monsieur Mange Tout, aka Mr. Eats All, had an appetite that made headlines around the world. This Frenchman consumed objects no sane person would put near their mouth: metal, glass, rubber, even an entire airplane. Yes, a real Cessna 150. It took him 2 years, but piece by piece, bolt by bolt, he ate the whole thing. Doctors were stunned. His stomach lining was twice as thick as normal, and his digestive system was unusually resilient. He could munch on glass and walk away like it was breakfast cereal. He also devoured shopping carts, bicycles, you name it. And it wasn't for attention. He genuinely enjoyed eating the inedible. His bizarre ability became his profession. For decades, crowds watched in shock as he chewed through things that would send most people to the ER. Michel passed away in 2007, but his legend lives on. No one has since eaten what he did, and frankly, no one should. Number 7. Matt Stutzman. Matt Stutzman is living proof that real strength isn't about what you have. It's about what you make of it. Born without arms, Matt turned what many would see as a limitation into unmatched precision. He taught himself archery using only his feet, legs, and shoulders. His technique is extraordinary. He steadies the bow with his foot, loads the arrow using his toes, and triggers the release from his shoulder with flawless accuracy. In 2012, he represented Team USA at the Paralympic Games in London, winning a silver medal in individual archery. 3 years later, he set a Guinness World Record for the longest accurate archery shot, 310 yards, or 283.47 meters, farther than most people can even see clearly. What sets Matt apart isn't just talent, it's his relentless discipline and creativity. He didn't adapt to the sport, he reinvented it. Matt Stutzman continues to inspire millions, proving that ability is defined by mindset, not by limbs. Number 6. Papa Smurf. Paul Carrison, known around the world as Papa Smurf, became famous not for illness, but for the unmistakable blue hue of his skin. What started as a simple attempt to treat dermatitis spiraled into a permanent transformation. He began using colloidal silver, both topically and orally, hoping for relief. Over time, the silver accumulated in his body, resulting in argyria, a rare condition that permanently stained his skin a blue-gray color. Instead of hiding, Paul embraced the change. He appeared on national television, shared his story publicly, and warned others about the dangers of untested treatments. Despite the stares and questions, Paul lived with quiet confidence. His story became both a cautionary tale and an example of radical acceptance. While many focused on his appearance, Paul focused on living his life on his own terms. His journey reminded people everywhere that what's on the outside doesn't define who you are, and that sometimes mistakes turn into meaningful lessons. He is one in a billion. Number 5. Tyler Parker. Tyler, known online as the Teen Hulk, became an overnight sensation at just 14 years old because of his sheer size. Standing 6 feet tall and weighing nearly 300 pounds, his muscular frame shocked social media. But Tyler isn't just bulk, he's got the stats to back it up. Playing defensive line in high school football, he delivered 60 tackles and 4 sacks in one season. Born and raised in California, Tyler started training seriously as a kid. While his peers were playing games, he was lifting weights, doing drills, and refining his technique. People told him he was too short for his position. He didn't argue. He proved them wrong. Now in his senior year, he balances school with a ruthless training schedule and continues drawing attention from college scouts. His coaches describe him as humble, driven, and locked in. Tyler's not just a viral clip. He's an athlete with real goals and a mindset to match. All right, now, let's move to number 4, Connie Culp. Connie Culp made medical history when she became the first American to receive a near-total face transplant. In 2004, she survived a horrific act of violence. Her husband shot her in the face in a failed murder-suicide. The blast obliterated her nose, cheeks, and left her legally blind. For 5 years, she endured over 30 surgeries until, in 2008, a groundbreaking 22-hour transplant at the Cleveland Clinic gave her a new beginning. Led by Dr. Maria Siemionau, the procedure used donor tissue from Anna Casper to reconstruct 80% of Connie's face, including nerves, bones, and muscle. Over time, she regained the ability to speak, breathe, eat, and even smile again. Though her speech remained slurred and her vision impaired, her progress was remarkable. Connie became an advocate for organ donation and a voice for survivors of disfigurement. She passed away at age 57 from unrelated causes, but her legacy endures. Connie Culp was more than a medical first. She was a fighter. What do you think about her? Number 3. Jyoti Amge. Jyoti Amge from Nagpur, India, holds the Guinness World Record for being the world's shortest living woman. Standing at just 24.7 inches tall, Jyoti's size is the result of a rare condition called achondroplasia, a form of dwarfism that limits bone growth. Despite her stature, she carries herself with immense confidence and grace. Jyoti gained international fame after appearing on the TV series American Horror Story Freak Show and later became a global inspiration for people with disabilities. In interviews, she's spoken openly about the challenges she faces. Simple tasks like cooking, shopping, or using public transport can be difficult. But she never lets those barriers define her. Her family has always supported her dreams, encouraging her to live boldly and independently. Jyoti uses her platform to promote self-acceptance and remind the world that height doesn't determine worth. Her charm, courage, and persistence make her proof that greatness isn't measured in inches, it's measured in will. Let's head over to Number 2. Isaiah Bird. Next time you think of skipping your workout, remember Isaiah, a young athlete who's never let his challenges define him. Born without legs, Isaiah didn't slow down. Instead, he dove headfirst into football and soccer, developing skills most people wouldn't even attempt. Beyond sports, he surfs, swims, and skateboards, all with an energy that doesn't quit. What drives him is pure determination. His coach, Miguel Rodriguez, has stood by him since he was 9, and their bond has only grown. Isaiah's support system, his mom, his teammates, and his friends, continues to lift him up. His journey isn't about sympathy, it's about action. He shows what happens when effort replaces excuses. Isaiah isn't trying to prove a point. He's just doing what he loves, and doing it better than most. He's one of the most fearless young athletes out there, and he's not stopping anytime soon. When life tested him, Isaiah responded with everything he had, and he still is. Number 1. The real-life Spider-Man. Hold on tight, because Alain Robert doesn't know the meaning of fear. Dubbed the French Spider-Man, Alain is world-famous for climbing skyscrapers with no ropes, no harness, and no safety gear. Just chalk, grip, and pure nerve. We're talking about buildings like the Burj Khalifa, the Eiffel Tower, the Empire State Building. He's scaled them all. Watching him cling to the glass and metal sides of the tallest structures on Earth makes people stop breathing. One wrong move, and it's over. But for Alain, it's not about danger. It's about pushing limits. He's been arrested over 100 times for his illegal climbs, but that's never stopped him. He climbs to feel free, to challenge himself, and to raise awareness for causes he believes in. His balance, strength, and focus are unmatched, but what really sets him apart is his absolute refusal to be ordinary. Alain Robert doesn't just climb buildings, he stares down gravity and wins. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.